YouTube, Tire Metalhead Weatherman here. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Yesterday was a little bit quiet until we got into the overnight hours, and we could see a similar setup playing out again tonight. So it's another slight risk that got issued today. This one has a hatched risk for wind. Really concerned about an MCS or squall line developing later this evening and into the overnight yet again. And it's also got another 2% tornado threat. This time the hail threat's a little bit higher. I mean, it's a pretty similar deal to last night, but a little bit more robust setup here. As far as looking at things from the upper level pattern, it's nothing super crazy to note. It's really once we get towards the mid levels that my interest kind of peaks more. As time goes on, though, as we look in the next 48 hours as well, though, it does look like we start to trend towards a more active setup towards the Great Lakes states here, and then maybe even the Northeast as well. But looking at things from 700 millibars here, this is where we're going to find our key evidence of our storm developing here. It's really not going to be till later in the afternoon where we can kind of see our shortwave develop, which is going to end up being around 03Z. It's going to be pretty late in the evening. Nocturnal severe weather once again, so let's make sure we're staying weather aware on that. Mainly, like I said, mainly leaning towards a damaging wind threat. The low level shear isn't quite as impressive, but with that also helps increase the hail threat just a little bit. There is a little corridor right here where we could be on watch for a couple of tornadoes here. Based off the soundings, I'm not really seeing a whole lot to go with that. Lapse rates are moderate. They aren't super steep. They aren't super crazy. Also seems like the storm is elevated, which is another sign for hail development. But it's not to say that the tornado threat's zero. With the evening hours and that low-level jet starting to kick in, inhibition's a little bit lower, so we can end up seeing severe weather probably, I would expect, well after sunset at this point. This is a decent-looking photograph, but it's nothing that's super spectacular. This is also indicative of the storm motion. We're probably going to end up seeing storms moving almost north to south in this case, so off the lakes in particular is where you want to be looking today. So as far as dew points are concerned, we already kind of talked about this heavily yesterday. No real surprises here as far as the moisture return. We have a very stout moist sector here, and as we even head into the evening and afternoon hours, there's even a pocket over here where we have 80-degree plus dew points, which is unbelievable. So the fact that we have that going on and it lasts well into the overnight even is incredible. So I'm particularly thinking around Detroit. For Detroit to Sterling in particular, definitely need to be on the lookout there. Anywhere off of Lake Eerie as well too. So with that incredible moisture return and the shear available, we already know it's going to be hot. It's been hot over here. It's been hot pretty much everywhere except for the Northeast. We're gonna have we're gonna essentially have a powder keg here. So here's what we could see as we get later into the evening here. This is start afternoon. A couple of storms pop up here. It's really not until 0102Z, which would be right around 8-9 o'clock. Sunset at this point, and you can see some big storms starting to fire here. I'm trying to get this to stay. And like I said, this is really going to persist into the overnight here at this point. But these little updraft helicity streaks here are also another good indicator of severe weather here. So definitely need to be keeping an extra close watch on that. By 03Z, which would be close to almost 10 o'clock, we would be watching Detroit maybe getting into the action here. And then also Cleveland, there could be storms all around, even starting to work its way into the Northeast past Eerie, of course. So with that being said, let's make sure we're staying weather aware tonight. Make sure that you have a way to get watches and warnings when you sleep, because these storms look like they might be packing a little bit of heat here. That being said, it's a quick video. Got to get ready for work. I'm already dressed actually, so it's just really time for me to get out the door. So hopefully you found it useful. You know what to do. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit that share button. Also comments are welcome. But this has been Tire Metalhead Weatherman. I'll see you guys probably later this afternoon in one way or another. Don't know if I'll live stream this, but we'll see what happens. Till then, take care and have an awesome day and stay cool.